Hey, what's up everyone? JayborinoPlays here, continuing to the bitter end, a custom campaign for Warcraft 3 created by Soul Reaver. We're still on Chapter 7. I'm splitting these videos out by boss, because there are 5 bosses here. We're heading into Cameron's section, which is 3 out of 5. And Cameron is probably the hero I'm least comfortable with. I don't know. Let's see. Let's just get into it and see what we can do here. And we do have a manual save. Let me just double check here. I've got this set up. I have a manual save. The idea is I'm going to keep the manual save at the beginning of the section, and then I can quick save in between each individual engagement. So it seems like these beginning sections are all about... Well, let's see what's in here first. Oh, dear. Okay, run away. This is good for explosive shells, I'd say. I could do meteor shower, but probably not. Let's use the shielding device and the flamethrower. It seems like the way that each of these sections before the bosses is set up for each of our heroes is that you have to learn how to use all of your abilities just right. And so that's what I'm trying to do right here. I think using the flamethrower shielding device and then just explosive shells is going to get rid of these folks pretty handily right here. The explosive shells does do AoE damage with a little extra damage, but it is a mana drain. My biggest issue with Cameron, and I hate to do this, but I'm going to sleep in between each engagement, but my biggest issue with Cameron is his mana. You can just blow his mana so fast with Psychic Blast and Mass Fireballs. It just goes so fast. And then when you really need to use Psychic Onslaught or Cataclysm, it won't be there when you absolutely need it. So I'm just going to keep moving through this section and just be very, very careful. 10 minutes in the past with each of the heroes has been more than enough time to succeed and get to the boss in time. And once you get to the boss, all your cooldowns are refreshed. You get all your health and mana back. So again, as we move forward into each of these, it's just understanding what abilities and what order to use them so that we have cooldowns ready when we absolutely need them. Okay, so let's quick save. We got through the first engagement. I assume there's going to be some Void Children because there has been in our previous 2 areas with both Catharsis and Fae. Okay, let's inch up. We have to decide when we want to use Psychic Onslaught and Cataclysm. And it really just depends. I don't know what we're up against with each of these groups of enemies here. So let's cautiously inch around the corner. All right, we have some Void Children. Let's turn on Explosive Shells again. I'm going to use Mass Fireballs and see what we can hit. And the answer is none of them. Well, getting some in the back right now. I'm going to blink away when I can. So let's blink away and, well, now we can't see them. Let's Psychic Blast the big one. Let's use Mass Fireballs, which is going to work against the guys in the back, too. Let's actually focus on these folks in the back. Try to get rid of them. There we go. And then I'm going to keep Psychic Blasting this fellow, which does flat-out damage, but also slows him. Turn off Explosive Shells because it costs a little too much mana. I could also run away from this thing. It does like to blink on top of me. I'm just going to keep Psychic Blasting it so that it attacks slowly. It's a Void Child Malice, okay. Does a lot of damage. We've used a decent amount of our health and mana as well. Just keep Psychic Blasting him. And we can man-fight it as long as it's Psychic Blasted. And there we go, and we have another level, which when we come back awake, it'll go into Psychic Blast. Psychic Blast is great. I've come to really like Psychic Blast more and more. The big idea, I think, when you're facing single-target bosses, especially when you're controlling all your heroes, is understanding who has the debuffs, because you want to apply them all at the same time. Like with Fae, you want to apply Blood Plague, and then with Cameron, you want to apply Psychic Blast just as soon as possible. Those are the only 2 I can think of offhand, but you want to be using those abilities and debuff big single targets as much as possible. So, I don't like sleeping twice in a row, but I may do it just because, I have to be really, really wary of Cameron's mana at all times. So, basically, we have a room here. It's a weird layout right here. We may be able to catch the units as they're running through these, whatever these are, these stacks of, I don't know, these little columns. And then we have a hallway to the boss. Now, there's probably going to be some enemies in the hallway, and there's probably going to be some enemies in here. So I'm anticipating 2 more large engagements, which means I can use Cataclysm on one and then Psychic Onslaught on the other. And then I'm going to sleep one more time before going into the next room just to be safe. I want to be as full up as possible because these large Void Children are scary. The Void Children Malice, Void Children Lust, Void Children Sorrow, I think are the 3 that are a little scary. So I think Lust and Malice are the melee ones, and then Sorrow is the blue one in the back. We haven't actually come across one of those, but I remember we had one of those in the Fae early section as well. So we have 6.5 minutes, which should be more than enough because theoretically we're halfway done, and we have 2 really powerful abilities that we can use moving into the next area. You can actually tell, I'm realizing, how much time is left with sleeping, based on the cooldown here on the tent, it should be halfway done when we come back awake, which should be right now. And there we go. Okay, let's quick save as we go into the next area. And again, I still have a manual save at the beginning in case I run out of time and realize I have to do the whole thing again, which would be really unfortunate. Flamethrower is still not up, but we do have our ring of protection, shielding device, whatever it's called. Bust down the gate with your gun, buddy. Do it. Do it. Okay, and let's cautiously move in. There's a Voidchild Lust. Let's cautiously move in. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is going to be a Cataclysm room right here. Let's inch in and draw them towards us. Here they come. Back away, back away. Start channeling it right now. I hope this hits most of them. It's going to hit the ones in the back, definitely. There we go. Psychic Onslaught, Voidchild Lust. Let's mass fireballs right here, which is dangerous, but it's going to help a lot. Oh, the Voidchild Anguish is the one that I don't like, that's for sure. Once we're done channeling this, we're going to blink away. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I just went to sleep. Okay, start using mass fireballs here. And Psychic Blast the big one in the back. Psychic Blast the big one in the back, and then we're just going to use explosive shells to do as much damage here as possible. Okay, let's focus on the Voidchild, whatever it's called, the Anguish, because that one is doing the most damage to us. All right, let's go ahead and Psychic Blast the Voidchild Lust, mass fireballs, and I don't think I need to use the Underslung Heavy Flamer. And then we're just, like last time, we're going to be going back to sleep after this, and there we go. And that wasn't too bad, I suppose. Now we have to wait for our tent to come back up, unfortunately. That could have been much worse. Now, it really depends on if there's anything in this next room or not, because I definitely want to go back to sleep. I might just cut this out. I'm going to make a short cut here, because I'm going to sleep probably twice while I get my health and mana back. Okay, so let's start breaking through this gate. And hopefully this time that I just spent wasn't a waste, because, okay, no, there's definitely enemies in here. I saw something right there. What is this right here?
My pleasure.
Two big void children. It's a Malice and an Anguish. I'm just going to go ahead and summon my Psychic Orb, which I think is going to be quite helpful. Let's go ahead and throw down some stuns. And use Psychic Blast on both. Keep them both set with Psychic Blast while my Psychic Onslaught is doing a lot of work right here. Shielding device and flamethrower. We're going to get all this, all the cooldowns back up here momentarily. Fireballs, and then I want to keep the ranged one. I want to keep the ranged one Psychic Blasted. All right, the ranged one is dead, and down goes the Malice as well. Cool. That really didn't go that bad, and I think resting was worth it because we're already back down to 420 mana plus half health. So I think that was kind of necessary. Let's turn off explosive shells as we head into the boss room. I don't know what we're going to be dealing with. Let's go ahead and throw down a quick save now, and then I'll throw down a manual save when the boss fight starts. Once we again guarantee that all our cooldowns are back, we get all our health back, mana, so on and so forth. Because it seems like that's definitely the case. That's what we learned from Thay, but I like to make sure. And with a little time to spare, 2.5 minutes to spare. So, we stand face to face once more. Though it pains me, I will no longer attempt to sway your course. I know that your mind is set already. You're right. My friends and I are determined to see this through to the end. We won't back down now. Your courage is admirable, even if it is misplaced. Your fight would destroy all hope for a better future for the mortals of this plane. My companions and I have not seen any trace of this better future. Everywhere we have gone, we have seen only war, death, and oppression. What Morganem has done is monstrous. I too do not wish for this suffering. Daily I attempt to fight the corruption in the many branches of Morganem's empire. Daily do I strive to maintain our noble goals. And whenever I march to war, I do so with a heavy heart. Oh, how noble, Earyon. You and I are not so different, Cameron. For centuries, I played the role of hero, trying to defeat injustice wherever it could be found, trying to give mortals a chance to live their lives in peace and joy. But as time passed, I came to see it was all for naught. I could beat back these passing evils time and again, but beneath it there was always another deeper darkness welling from the very nature of mortals themselves. I despaired. All my battles were for nothing. Even when a foe was felled, when a tyrant was toppled, it brought only temporary respite, momentary happiness. Once the memory of their liberation faded, mortals would inflict misery upon themselves. Betrayal, hatred, lust, murder. What could even a hero do against the evil in men's hearts? Morganem showed me that what mortals need are not heroes. It is guidance and protection by minds wiser than their own. I swore an oath that I would stand by him and help him realize his vision. Surely even you can see that the utopia you envisioned is not the same as the corrupt and war-torn empire you now fight for. Abandon this fool's quest, Earyon. No, Cameron, I cannot. Our empire suffers because those we seek to help are trying to tear it apart. To let it fall would be to affirm the very evil that I have sought to defeat. So much has been sacrificed, so much lost. I cannot abandon my oath. I will see this through, no matter what the end may bring. Acurdes cur vitas. Yes! Activate my power orb, you jerk. The power orb. That must have been the incantation to activate it. This is an unexpected turn of events, but in truth, I am gladdened. Since you also wield a power orb, we can face each other on an equal footing, in a fair duel. Cameron Earyon, I challenge you to battle. Then I accept your challenge, Earyon. Then let us duel and allow the honorable clash of arms decide our fates. Ready your arms, warrior, for the battle begins now. Okay. Let's go ahead and throw down a manual save. And we have to learn what this guy does. So that's why I throw down my manual save and got to figure out what we want to do. We probably want to leave... I mean, what's our power ability? Definitely fireballs. Mass fireballs. I'm not a big fan of meteor shower against single targets. I do have to wander around. I can sense rejuvenating power nearby. If I can reach it, I will be able to make use of it. All right, there's multiple little guys here. So that's probably where we want to use... Okay, he's magic immune, so Psychic Onslaught is not going to help. Probably want to try to get rid of these guys. I don't really know what these do, but I don't like them. Might as well be using Shielding Device. We can use Flamethrower right here. We do have our own Power Orb saved up right now. All right, let's head on over and find Earyon. He's down here. He's still magic immune. We got to wait for that to come up. Now hit him with Mass Fireballs. Now hit him with Psychic Blast. Those are going to be my big powerful abilities. It looks like he's got some version of Psychic Onslaught, so we want to run away from that. In fact, we might even be a little too close to avoid it, so I'm going to blink away. Yeah, he's coming towards us. We want to just avoid that. Let's stay on the outside, pick up our own Power Orb as he gets his number 2. Okay, Psychic Onslaught. All right, he still has his up. It looks like he just used his... Ow. Oh, this is his ultimate, I think. I should have saved my blink for this. So this is his ultimate, and it stuns us too. So he has a Psychic Onslaught, and I have to get used to this battlefield. I'm trying to click down here, and it seems like Cameron can't walk through this little area, which is incredibly frustrating. Okay, so let's kill these little guys. I took way too much damage there, and I might be in trouble. Oh, did I kill them, like, instantly? That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and start hitting him. Have I forced him to use one of his orbs yet? Because I only have one more up currently. Let's go ahead and... Oh, that was a waste. I might still hit him. It did still hit him. Let's run away from his minions. And do as much damage as we can. Psychic Onslaught, there we go. We forced a Power Orb usage. I just had to use one as well, so I only have one and he has... Or I have none and he has one. We may be able to catch this back up here momentarily. I want to get rid of his minions. Psychic Blast him. I don't know what these minions do, but I don't like them, so I'm killing them. I may be able to just avoid them entirely. I gotta make sure that I'm turning on, what's it called? Explosive shells when necessary. I want to look around for one of my orbs. There's probably one of mine. There it is. We gotta go for it. He just picked up another one, so he's gonna be consistently 2 above me, which is bad news. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use Psychic Onslaught now. Let's go ahead and get explosive shells and hit his minions. Try to get rid of them, and then Mass Fireball as well. So let's get rid of the minions. Psychic Blast him. We have to force him to use an orb. We have to get him on equal footing of us, and I think Onslaught is the way to do it. Psychic Onslaught. Mass Fireball's almost back up. Hit him with Psychic Blast. Very, very important. There we go. We forced him to use one, and we ended up just using the one that we picked up as well. I don't really have any other abilities that I want to use right now, honestly. Could blink away from it. I have to save that blink for when he ultimates, that's for sure. All right, he's magic immune, which means my Psychic Onslaught is not working. I'm just going to run in a circle on this upraised section. He's probably going for one of his own orbs. Indeed. All right, we got to try to burn this down. He's very close to having to use it already. Okay, Mass Fireballs. And there we go. We got him to use it. Psychic Onslaught is still up. Let's get rid of his minions. Not entirely sure what that's used for. Okay, get rid of them. There we go. Let's move away.
It shall be done.
And I might go ahead and restart just because that beginning section once went so poorly. But, I mean, with my ultimates, we may... As long as we can avoid his ultimates, I may be able to do this in one hit. All right, we have our own.
Very good.
Let's go ahead and move on up. Hit him with fireballs, hit him with Psychic Blast, do some damage. Turn off explosive shells. start doing some damage here. Okay. And, see, maybe I should just let these things live. It doesn't seem like they're doing much damage to me. But we are doing area damage, which is good. As long as he doesn't... Okay, now he just used his melee ability, whatever it's called. The item that does that melee damage. So I want to make sure that we stay away from him. There we go. We forced him to use another orb. I need my own orb. He's got one saved up. I have one down. I have 2 on the field. This is huge, actually. Okay, I'm not sure what he's doing. This is risky to come down here and get, but I can always stun him and run by him. There we go. So I'm going to pick up both of these. I'm still in this fight. I'm going to quick save, actually, because I have a manual save at the beginning of the fight in case something goes wrong. Again, definitely when I got hit straight up by his ult early on, that put me behind significantly in this fight. But I think we still have an opportunity to do well here. Okay, here he comes. Let's hit him with fireballs. Psychic Blast. He's not magic immune, so let's just keep hitting him. I don't see his minions anywhere. Alright, he forced me to use one of my things. Okay, turn and fight. Hit him with the explosive shells. Hit his minions with the explosive shells, I should say. Let's go ahead and use a shielding device right now. Mass fireballs. Okay, the minions are down. Psychic Blast. Gotta keep him Psychic Blasted. We gotta keep him debuffed. I want to force him to use one of his orbs right now. Alright, he's magic immune, so let's get out of here. Just that, I mean, when he's magic immune to me, oh my god, it's like I can't fit down here, which is incredibly frustrating. See, he wants to, it's like Cameron wants to turn around. It's like this one area of the arena is slightly bugged out in a way, so I have to just avoid it completely, I think. Okay, mass fireball when he's not magic immune anymore. Well, the area of effect on the explosive shells is actually quite impressive. Okay, he got me to use another thing. Let's go ahead and Psychic Blast him and man-fight him a little bit. Mass fireballs. Gotta be mindful of my mana, that's for sure. And I really want to force him to use one of his orbs right now. Psychic Blast him so he's slowed. He still has one saved up, but I want to get him to use one right now. Yeah, he's coming down here for his own. Could fireball him before he gets it, I suppose. Looks like he still picked it up. That's okay. Psychic Blast him. And I'm just trying to keep an eye out for his ultimate. Let's go ahead and hit him with my ultimate without hitting ourselves. Okay, so here's his ultimate. Blink, blink, blink away from it. Blink away from it. Just stay away from him completely during this. And he's stunned from my ultimate. Oh, this is where we get stuck. Oh, this is bad. Is it still going though?
Very good.
Seems like it's over already, which is big. Okay, so let's hit him. Psychic Blast. All right, his ultimate's gone. Do I not have an orb up? I must not. I'm dead. Okay, I might have to restart this. We just forced him to use his second to last orb. Okay, but now we're in major trouble because his Psychic Onslaught is up and mine is gone. Okay, I have an orb. Oh, I need this so badly. Okay, does he have 2? If he has 2, I'm in really big trouble. I need to stay away from him when he's using this ability. Let's try to get up on the high ground again. I think he only has 1, but I have none, so I have to burn him. I have to burn him down completely. There's stupid little minions. Yeah, he's got some. It's like a Psychic Onslaught of his own that we need to just completely avoid. Can do some damage to these guys. I'm also waiting to get some of my own health back. Do I have an orb somewhere on this map? It's hard to... Oh, there we go. All right, I'm going to try to get to it, assuming he's not right in my path.
Very good. I'll do my best.
Okay.
Very good. I'll do my best.
I almost have a Psychic Onslaught up. He has magic immunity. So we're just going to run and regenerate some health as well. Try to stay in the high ground. He's still magic immune. We just want to stay away from him. I mean, I feel like I have a grasp on this boss. I'm just not clear on what the minions do, I suppose. Psychic Blast him, please. Okay, once I can get Psychic Onslaught, that would be awesome. Okay, just focus on him. Turn on explosive shells. Psychic Onslaught is almost up. I'm not using Meteor Shower because it's like a semi-channeled spell and really risky to use in my opinion. Keep Psychic Blasting him and just keep hitting him. Force him to use one of his his things. He doesn't have... I don't think he has any buffs up right now. We just have to keep using Psychic Blast. Fireballs. Okay, I'm going to use Psychic Onslaught right now because we know he won't be magic immune for a while. And we can just kite him around, get some health back, and this thing is just going to continuously do damage to him as we can turn and Psychic Blast him too. Keep it up. Oh, did he summon his own? Oh, maybe not. I'm not sure what just did a lot of damage to me, but either way, let's get rid of the minions because I think that that's drawing some of my Psychic Onslaught away from hitting him. He still has an ability up, and I don't. I need to pick this up and get my mana back, my health and mana. He's going to go pick up a second one. He's continuously one ahead of me. This is very rough for me. Okay, we forced him to use his last one. I don't think he has another one, actually. He's probably going to pick one up right now. All right, give me vision up here. Yeah, he's going to pick this one up. Psychic Blast him. We can burn through this one he's about to pick up really, really quickly. We'll be in really, really good shape. Okay, let's turn on Explosive Shells. Back up. Get rid of his minions while we can. Did he just pick up a second one? Because that's really unfortunate. He also has that Chain Lightning, which is just completely unavoidable, I notice. Okay, Fireballs. There we go. That got rid of the minions, too. Almost have a Psychic Blast up, and I'm just going to run away for now. Does he have one up right now? I think he... Okay, oh, crap. I just wasted a Psychic Blast on him. It still slows him down, but he doesn't take damage from it, which is unfortunate. Well, let's run in a big circle and wait for maybe one of our runes to spawn. As long as we can keep this gap fairly closed, we could take pot shots at him when he's on the low ground. Not at the minions, though, which are just going to do a little bit of extra damage to us. I don't have enough mana to reliably leave Explosive Shells on. He just picked up another rune. I don't have one in the bank. Oh, man. It's just that first rune in the bank at the beginning of this fight really killed me. All right, let's not risk this. Ow, ow. I can't avoid that. That's one spell I just straight up can't avoid. Okay. And now we just don't have any mana. I need an orb to get my mana back. He still has one in the bank. Ah, this is rough. Again, Cameron and his mana is what makes this challenging. We have one down here. The boss might be cutting over the top right now, so I have to be mindful of where he is. All right, I have Cataclysm up. If we can draw him towards us and use Cataclysm, so like here, let's do this. This is going to hit the minions and him. His ultimate is channeling, so we want to land this. Did he stun me out of using it? He did. Took a little too much damage from that, I think.
It shall be done. My pleasure.
Okay, so let's just continue running away, and we can use Cataclysm when his ult is down, which is now.
It shall be done. My pleasure.
Okay. This is tough. This is hard. Okay. No Psychic Onslaught, unfortunately. All right, come to me, friend. Come to me, friend. I hate that. I hate whatever that ability is that he uses right there. Let's go ahead and use my ultimate. This is going to do some serious damage to him. Just forced him to use one of his things. He's going to take damage over time. Psychic Blast him. This is my chance to do a little bit of extra damage. I don't see one of my own orbs. All right, now he's got melee. He's got some melee extra power. I saw his fists glow there momentarily. Oh, God. I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. Just keep running, Cameron. Do I have an orb? Do I have an orb anywhere? I don't think I do, unless it's on the top, and he's up there right now. Pretty sure. Oh, I need to just run until I... Oh, okay, yeah, that Chain Lightning just does consistent damage to you. Okay, I've reloaded, and I just got through kind of his first round, and I've already forced him to use a power orb while I have 2 in the bank. He's going for his other one right here, but he's got a psychic orb out, so I want to avoid that. When that's up, I'm probably going to pop my own psychic orb. You can see I already used Cataclysm, so I think I entered this fight with a really strong opener. I just want to wait for this to go away. Really got to wait for this to go away. He keeps summoning the minions, and I still don't fully understand what they do. His psychic orb is still up. Let's run away. We don't want to take unnecessary damage from that. We can throw mass fireballs at them while we wait. And there's times when, even though our health isn't low, we may want to purposefully take some extra damage. All right, it's up right now. We may want to purposefully take some extra damage so that we can... Oh, his ult is going right now. Blink away, Cameron. We have to stay away from him when that ult is up. I was going to summon a psychic orb, but I'm just going to run right now. We have to stay away when the ult is channeling because it stunned us out of starting psychic orb, that's for sure. All right, is it? I don't know how long the ultimate lasts. It's gone now. Okay, psychic blast him. Let's go ahead and flamethrower against these jerks. Turn on explosive shells to get rid of them a little bit more effectively. He's running for an orb, so this is my opportunity to kill some of his minions. Psychic blast him because he's slower. Okay, now he's magic immune, so let's run away, because I think it's explosive damage, or it's bonus attack damage. It doesn't say if it's explosive damage. I don't know if it's technically...
My pleasure. It shall be done.
I don't know if that means that it's technically magic or not, so I don't want to use this on him right now. We can attack him directly and use the shielding device. This is my chance. Go ahead and hit him with fireballs, and try to get him to use one of his orbs right now. He's going for one. He's actually going for one. He has one saved up. He's about to pick up a second one. Let's get going. Let's do it. Where's he going right now? I'm not sure. Okay, now we've got Psychic Onslaught. So I see, occasionally he starts, you can tell when he's channeling that lightning spell, but I don't think there's anything I can do about it. That's the issue. Okay, and I'm trying to burn through his orbs. I haven't been forced to use an orb yet, I don't think, which is absolutely huge. I'm trying to conserve my mana right now. I'm man-fighting him outright, and I'm just going to keep Psychic Blasting him. Okay, he's doing extra melee damage, so I really don't want to fight him when he has that up. Too late, I already fought him for a significant amount of time when it was up. Man, okay, hit him with mass fireballs. All right, we got him to use his saved-up orb. Does he have another one? I still have 2, so this is my chance to I'm just going to keep man-fighting him. We just used one. Keep him Psychic Blasted. My Psychic Onslaught is still up. We are getting path blocked by his stupid minions, so turn on explosive shells. Keep Psychic Blasting him. And then we're going to turn off explosive shells once the minions are dead. And I might be able to kill him relatively quick this time around, unless because I still have an orb saved up. Let's go ahead and turn on Okay, there we go. He had another one saved up. He did. And so do I. We might as well hit him a little bit while we move towards it. We have 2 orbs on the ground. So we are in really good shape against him right now. And if we're lucky, if we get him low enough and he has to go for an orb, we may be, well, right now, actually. Okay, I'm going to get my own orbs while I wait, because I'm really hesitant to go on the low ground, as we've seen that it caused problems in the past. It's really this area down here I couldn't get up. So now we have 3 in the bank. He had to go for 1, which means he only has 1 in the bank. We're way ahead. And I realize in retrospect, I probably should have just kept the beginning section in. All right, there we go. He forced me to use one. I should have just kept my beginning section in with how well it was going. But unfortunately, I didn't, because I figured this fight is going to take too long, but, it would have been nice for you to see how I got far ahead. But ultimately, I think we're in really good shape. Force him to use his remaining orb right now. All right, he's magic immune, so let's stun him and get away from him. We almost have Cataclysm up, which is almost like a free way to get rid of one of his orbs. As long as my teleportation device is up when he's about to use his ultimate, then we're in good shape. He just picked up another orb. There's nothing I could do about it, though. Okay, ultimate is up. Mass fireball. Focus down the little jerks. There we go. We got him to use another one of his things. Okay, so let's Psychic Onslaught here and then channel a Cataclysm, and as long as he doesn't stun me out of it, and he didn't, he's doing something right now, though. That might have been the lightning, which actually, it seems like I can actually disrupt the lightning, which is great. All right, he's forced to go for one of his. If we can get up there and, yeah, Psychic Blast him. There we go. We forced him to use one. He's got another one down there. I got to be on the lookout for mine. I got to have someone somewhere in this arena, but I don't know where. I'm forcing him to use them as soon as he can pick them up. Psychic Blast, Explosive Shot to get rid of his minions. Okay, let's keep it up. And I don't have any spells to use right now. I'm going to go ahead and use my shielding device. Okay, he forced me to use an orb. Psychic Blast him. He has the melee, the extra melee power on, but I guess as long as he's Psychic Blasted, I don't care. I mean, I'd really prefer not to take extra damage from him when he's got the Bracers of Might or whatever they're called on. So let's run in a big circle. I still have not found one of my own... I still haven't found one of my own orbs right now. Okay, we forced him to use another one. I still have one in the bank. I'm going to swing up to the top and see if this gives me vision around the map. I don't have any orbs up. I'm actually surprised. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. I don't want to mess around with the Psychic Onslaught of his. He's standing still. I think I get it now. I think I understand. Blink way over here. I think I understand. The minions also can summon those spells. So we don't want to engage... we want to keep the minions dead because it seems like they summon extra abilities. That makes a lot more sense. We've got an orb up here, though they're coming for me, so I think I have to make another circle around. I already have one in the bank, so I feel pretty safe. All right, they still have the orbs up. Depends on where they're going. I don't have a blink up. I'm going to risk picking this up. We're on the cusp of having to use one of our own. I think he just turned around to go and get one of his. All right, yeah, we cannot engage because of the Psychic Onslaught that he has up, and it seems like there were multiple orbs, for sure. Okay, do this. Okay, he forced me to use a thing. That's okay. Let's Flamethrower here, just to help get rid of these stupid minions. So I understand now why the minions are there. He's magic immune, so I can't hit him with Psychic Onslaught or anything like that. That's his ultimate, and I don't have a blink up. Oh, this is so bad. I didn't have a blink up. This is what put me so far behind in the past. Just get away. That's what's put me behind in the past, is getting caught under the ultimate without a blink. It's really, really killer. All right, Psychic Onslaught. He's got minions out, so let's hit him with Explosive Shot to get rid of them, or try to get rid of them. I don't have an orb. All right, turn around and start hitting him again. Psychic Onslaught. We don't have Cataclysm or Psychic Onslaught. I don't really have anything to use. I just got to make sure I keep Psychic Onslaughting him. Psychic Onslaught him. There we go. We had to use our last one, and we're going to force him to use his last one right now. There we go. But my Psychic Onslaught is almost back up. He just used his ultimate, so this isn't as dire as it may seem. I'm just going to keep debuffing him for as long as possible. And I can sort of man-fight him for the most part. All right, back away, back away. There we go. Psychic Onslaught. Let's go ahead and let's channel Psychic Onslaught. Any minute now. There we go. He started channeling his stupid lightning bolt, which is just absolutely killer. He's going for one of his orbs right now. If we can stun him, he's gonna pick it up in time, but we can still do a lot of damage to force him to use it basically right away. Do I still have one? I don't think I actually have one right now. But I'm out of mana, which is really killer. He has the Bracers of Might activated, so I'm going to run away while Psychic Onslaught does its work. Well, he's just sort of standing down there. Let's go ahead and Psychic Onslaught him. Stupid minions are back. Might as well get rid of them as fast as possible. I do have my shielding device up. All right, I got to pick up my orb. That's going to give me a lot of mana, and once we have Cataclysm up, we'll be able to nuke him, because he doesn't have anything up right now. Okay, Psychic Blast. Cataclysm him right now. As long as he doesn't stun me, I think we've got him killed. I mean, we have to kill him right now, but as long as we kill him right now, I don't know what he has. I think we've got him. We've almost definitely got him. Hit him with fireballs. That should kill him. Nice. 2 tries. Not too bad. I have been vanquished. I did not underestimate you, Cameron. You truly are a worthy opponent. Damn it, Earyon. Earyon, it didn't have to be like this. You sensed I was about to defeat you. Why didn't you surrender? Perhaps because it is better to die as a hero fighting for a dream than to live as a tyrant amongst its broken shards. Remember me, Cameron. Remember that I fought with honor and died a hero's death. Got him. And again, these bosses make me feel kind of bad for killing them. Like, they all have justified their actions. Had we met at another time, maybe we could have fought side by side. But now I can only hope you've met some peace in death. Farewell, Earyon. I will remember you. I hope that the others have also succeeded, or this will have all been for nothing. 3 down! Who's next? Earlier. Looks like Sarah Poi. I can kind of see her through the door. Yep. And it kind of makes sense that she would fight Catherine. Catherine was kind of her nemesis. Okay. Let's throw down a save, and that's going to be it for today. So that wasn't too bad, and I only had to make one shortcut. My only regret, because I thought that it might have taken longer than it would have, is I cut out, I mean, I wasn't commentating, the beginning of my second attempt against Earyon, because that's where I think I really had a very, very strong start. I was ahead by 1 or 2 runes on him, which was huge, so that it would have been, I think, better to show that. Anyway, we're heading in with Sarah, who's definitely the most support-like character of our group, so I'm not sure how we're gonna fare against Catherine. I assume it's gonna be Catherine. Who's the other guy? He's the Eridar Warlock model guy, the Kil'jaeden looking fellow. I don't remember his name, but I'm gonna assume that you're gonna fight him with Soul Reaver. By you, I mean me. I think I'm gonna fight him with Soul Reaver. Sarah, I suppose it makes most sense. We're gonna be fighting Catherine, and honestly, Sarah's the character that I feel the least comfortable with. She was the last hero that we had gotten to our roster, and for the most part, I think her stun is the only skill of hers that I'm really, really used to spamming. Like, her 2 items, I'm not 100% sure what they do. One calls down arrows from the sky, one gives you multi-shot, I think. I just gotta get in the habit of using all of my abilities with her. Alrighty, well, this has been Jayborino. Hope you're enjoying this series. I am really enjoying this. As this series has gone on, I've moved from kind of stupefied to slightly annoyed and frustrated to really, really enjoying it. I really appreciate the way that these bosses here in Mission 7 are crafted, and it makes you feel like you're really accomplishing something once you figure them out. So I'm liking it a lot. I'd encourage you to give it a shot. It is really hard, I'm warning you, but it's worth giving a shot. If it's within your skill range after trying a few times, then it's worth trying for the satisfaction of beating it. Alrighty, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.